I'm the Ariyan. My roll number is 78. Today my presentation topic is Banu Ziri dynasty of Granada. At first, I want to thank our respected ma'am, Nazma ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to speak few words in front of you all. So let's dive in. In this presentation, I will talk about the origin of the Zirids, the establishment, notable rulers and persons, their contribution, and the decline of the Zirids. Origin of the Zirids. The Zirids are basically from Sanjana Berber, from the Sanitary Turkara tribe, originating from the modern area of Algeria. In the 10th century, this tribe served as the vassal of the Fatimid Caliphate. Now let's talk about the establishment of the dynasty. The Ziri dynasty was established by Jiu ibn Ziri, who was the son of Ziri ibn Manal. During the conflict between the Umayyad Caliphate, Jawi established his rule occupying Granada, and later his successors extended the territory and ruled until 1098. Now let's talk about some notable rulers and persons during the reign of Zirid dynasty. Jawi, as I told you earlier, he established the dynasty in 1012. He ascended to the throne in 1012 and ruled until 1098. And he was a Fatimid follower, and he spread his doctrine into eastern Spain. Now let's talk about the second ruler named Habbus. Habbus was the great grandchild of Jawi, and he ascended to the throne in 1098 and ruled until 1038 AD. He assumed the royal title of Hazib Saifuddaulah. As I told that Jawi established the city Elvira, but Habbus beautified and redecorated the city. He even established a port in Elvira. Habbus expanded his territory with the occupation of Zain and Capra, and he entered into various alliances to secure his kingdom. Now let's talk about Samuel. Samuel was not a ruler. He was the prime minister under several rulers of the Zirid dynasty. He was basically a Jew. At his young age, he had a small shop near the palace of Qasim bin Arif. Qasim bin Arif was the prime minister of that time, and he appointed Samuel for his knowledge in various subjects and matters. And after the death of Qasim bin Arif, Samuel became the prime minister of the Zirids. And there are many historians who asserted that during the reign of his time, both Muslim and non-Muslim lived a very peaceful life. Samuel was so great that all the Jews except Spain gave him the royal title of Najib in 1027 AD. He died in 1055 AD, and Samuel was one notable thing is Samuel was the first and last Jewish prime minister in Muslim Spain. Now talk about Yusuf. Yusuf was the son of Samuel, and he came to the throne, not throne exactly, he came to the post in 1055 AD. Yusuf was the first among the incompetent rulers of the Zirids. You might think that why I have mentioned his name if he is inept and he is incompetent, because the reason is hidden in the last point. I mentioned here, he had Islamophobia and he used to make jokes about the verses of the Holy Quran. Abu Ishaq, the Arab jurist and poet of Elvira, instigated the people against Yusuf, and finally Yusuf was killed in 1060 AD along with 3000 Jews. Now let's talk about the most successful ruler, Badis. And he stole the Urdi successor of Father Habbus, and he ascended to the throne in 1038 AD and ruled until 1073 AD. There are many notable events which have happened during the reign of Badis. Badis killed his younger brother Bulugin for the conflict of power. Badis also invaded Valencia, Sevilla, and captured several parts of that region and annexed to his territory. Badis did a lot of welfare work. He beautified and expanded the capital during the reign. He built a bridge over the Darro River. He also built the famous Alhambra palace, which still exists. Two sons of Badis. After the After the death of Badis had two sons named Abdullah and Tamim, and they used to they entered in a conflict for the power, and they separated two regions. And Abdullah was not appointed. I mistakenly written it. And Abdullah captured Granada, and Tamim captured Malaga, and both were ruling individually. And they both of them were ruling until 1090, and after a severe conflict with other Berbers and other factors, the dynasty declined. Now let's talk about the exactly reason why this dynasty is declined. It is stated by some historians that the Almoravids replaced the Zirid dynasty as dominant Berber dynasty in North Africa. There are a lot more reasons behind it, but this is the direct reason behind the declination of the dynasty. Thank you.